Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of this Ipswich Town FM22 playthrough. Before we get stuck into today's episode then, make sure you hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Big one today, Arsenal in the cup. Before we jump into today then, let's catch up with what's happened so far. We actually come back a bit sooner than I thought we were going to. Just the 3 games in the league played so far after our 3-1 victory over Northampton in last episode. So as you can see then, we beat Burton 1-0. Raheem Harper actually came on off the bench, scored late on for us. 2.1 XG. We had a penalty that was missed. You won't see it when we watch the goals, but we'll show you the goal now. It's good work. Coulson's done well since coming in for Penny. We've eventually worked the ball out to Bond, who heads it down, and Harper just a side volley 1-0. Followed up the Burton game with a 4-1 victory over Cheltenham, which went a goal behind in this one. Louis Barry got a hat-trick and Tom Carroll scored. Louis Barry was incredible in this one. So Louis Barry actually scored in extra time and then a minute into the second half, so he's actually got the same minute there. Tom Carroll then put the game to bed, really, before Barry completed his hat-trick in the 62nd minute. Actually, a bit of a disappointing one with this one. Sort of goes straight down the middle, goes through the goalie almost. Took a little while, but we eventually got going in this one. Chaplin, Harper, first time pass into Barry. As soon as he sort of ran away, I felt confident he was going to score. Straight into the second half then. Starts the move there. Wolfenden plays in Barry. Defenders just sort of leave him. He fires into the bottom corner. 55 minutes, Tom Carroll completed the game for us. Really well struck ball outside the edge of the box, bottom corner. Before Barry completed his hat-trick. Burns off the bench, playing him up front. That ball from the left to the right striker happens a lot in game, whether it's Chaplin and Bond, whoever. Barry then goes through, chips a goalie, hat-trick complete. Turnaround complete, really good performance from him. Finally then a 2-1 victory over MK Dons. Louis Barry again in the goals, Macaulay Bond getting the other. Played really well in this one as well. Barry actually had one ruled out in this one for offside. Really questionable one. I don't think it's going to show if I click on it, but the line was definitely behind in my eyes. Took an early lead in this one 5 minutes in. Cresswell down the left, Coulson finds Chaplin, who squares it across to Barry. Chaplin was involved, both assists in the goal, so all three strikers had a role to play, really. Coulson then finds Chaplin again. This ball is exactly what I'm talking about. Happens a lot of the time, this free striker system. Really enjoyable. They scored a set piece early in the second half and I was a bit scared. Completely unmarked. An absolute rocket header. And those few results then mean we are unbeaten in the league, top of the table. 12 points. Louis Barry's top goal scorer. Chaplin has 3 assists. Centre back, the ball playing centre half. 97% pass completion. Everything's going really well. We're already on game day. Probably going to be our first loss of the season, competitively anyway. Really not sure what to think of this. Don't know if Arsenal will be at full strength or not for it, really. Here's how we're going to line up against Arsenal then. Ladke in goal, Vincent Young and Penny. Penny's now back from his injury. Penny actually played a bit last time just to get some fitness in him, some sharpness. Cresswell and Wolfenden will be the back with Morsey in front of them. Fraser and Harper, and then Bond, Barry and Chaplin continues that front three. All in really good form at the minute. Leno, Maitland, White, Gabriel, Tavares, Partey, Lokonga, Saka, Odegaard, Aubameyang and Martinelli. It is strong. Wow, I did not think it would be as strong as that for a Carabao Cup second round. Martinelli gets things underway then for Arsenal at Portman Road. Should be a packed out one for this. At least the gate receipt should be good. Approaching 10 minutes now. First chance for Arsenal. Trying to work it down the line. We actually block it well, but it's deflected. Saka goes from range and hits the crossbar. Jesus Christ. Probably a bit silly for us to go with the free up front formation, but it's worked so far. I want to stick with what's going well. This one's just a free hit, really. We managed to make it to 27 minutes without seeing Arsenal threaten again. Tavares and Partey linking up well. We should clear it, and we do. And Bond's there, and it's a 3v2 if we break. Bond racing through. Can he square it? Please square it. Bond does. Barry. The Ipswich take the lead against Arsenal. As soon as he cleared it, we were just in. 3-on-2. Bond has the whole right-hand side to himself. I was a bit worried he took it too wide, but no one ever picks up Barry. 1-0 Ipswich. And there's a highlight straight from kickoff. Oh, boy. Can we defend this, please? Saka. Oh, Penny. Well, that was short-lived. Aubameyang to give Arsenal the equaliser straight after we take the lead. Oh, and he does. Well, keeper goes the right way, but it's too far in the corner. 1-1, just like that. Set piece now. Penny. Good delivery to make up for what you just did. Wolfenden's there. Oh, it's wide. I thought it was going in the far corner. Ken towards the end of the half now. Arsenal will probably be looking for that lead going into half-time, but that's a great ball. Wow, Ben White. That is a ping. Aubameyang does give Arsenal the lead before half-time. That's an outrageous pass from Ben White. We'll watch this one again. Just brings it out, gets this unopposed with such a good pass. Why are we not pressing him there? Just over an hour played then. We already made one change at half-time. Lots of tired legs out here. Not expecting to get anything from this game, so I am going to rest some of our more important players. Chaplin's not played well. Wes Burns is going to come on there. Wes Burns is actually a pretty good pressing forward. He's a natural winger, so it does kind of work. I'm going to swap him and Bond. We're just going to take our medicine in this one and get out. Oh, as soon as we make all 3 subs, Louis Barry picks up an injury. So now we're going to play the last 20 minutes with 10 men. Oh dear, that's not ideal. Really not done that badly. I'm going to go positive for the last 10 minutes. Go a bit more direct. Because I think if we get an equaliser, it goes straight to penalties. We just need one chance, but I think it's very unlikely to come. Exactly, Arsenal with a chance. Lacazette from far away. Time fizzles away then. It's a late chance for Arsenal just to get a third. Oh, wow. Yeah, right, if El Neni has ever done that in his life. Oh, piss off. El Neni scored the goal of his life on the half volley just as it pops up. Just swings at it. Questionable goalkeeper. 3-1 defeat then, as expected. It's not even too bad. I'm not too disappointed with that. That goal at the end's a piss take. One of them was a penalty. Created a lot against a good Premier League side. 0.92. Definitely happy with that. 3 to 4 weeks then for Louis Barry. Real shame. Right as he's hit his stride. 5 in 5 with an assist. 7.5 average rating. Now he's going to miss out for a little while. Here we are then. Match day 2. AFC Wimbledon. Lineup stays the same besides Piggott coming in up front for the injured Louis Barry. Just means Sonny Aluko gets a chance to sit on the bench for us. Very much doubt we'll be using him. Been a great start to the league so far for us. Hopefully we can continue it and dust ourselves off and that Arsenal loss doesn't derail us too much. Bond gets us underway then again at Portman Road. I feel like we've had a really home-heavy start to this season. Fingers crossed for another 3 points though. Early chance for us down this right-hand side then. Deep into the half. Fraser will win it. Oh, it's at the bar. Wow. If that had gone in, I think that would have confirmed just how broken headers are. Piling on some early pressure. Penny of a really long... That was the best diving header I've ever seen. Vincent Young, Harper, Morsey, Fraser from range, keeper spills it. Oh, it's an awful... I think that might be him that does the diving header. Oh, I don't think the highlights got this. We're going to rewind it just so we can see that diving header in all its glory again. I also need to nerf it. Oh, it is him. Kalambai is the one that does this bizarre diving header, and it's him that eventually scores the own goal. Bond and Vincent Young link up well. Nobody ever picks up Vincent Young until probably too late. Fraser just has a pop shot. Does have good long shots, but it's terrible from the goalkeeper. Bond then squirms it towards goal, and oh, it's just horrible. Wimbledon with a chance to try and get an equaliser maybe. 20 minutes in, they've given it away, and now we can break. Piggott in that deep line forward roll. Spreads it out wide to Bond. Only got Chaplin up there for support at the minute. Goes backwards, buys a bit of time. Vincent Young plays it back to him. Bond nicks in, but the defender does really well. The goalkeeper is really poor for Wimbledon. Started this one really badly. Penny now delivers near post. Wolfenden's there, and then the keeper decides to pull off a worldie. So, shut up, Penny. Penny again to deliver. Far post this one, maybe? It is. Cresswell's up. Oh, it's wide. Got the feeling of another one where we need that second goal. Make our dominance count. Lawrence now down the right for Wimbledon. Slips in McCormick. Oh, it's an awful bit of goalkeeper. What are the goalies? McCormick passes it almost into the bottom corner. It's not even a good finish. And the keeper just falls to his knees. Just to say we need to make our advantage. It's a great little run in behind. It's not a good finish. Why is the keeper on his knee? Jesus. We're going to go in at half-time 1-0 then. Wimbledon's only shot on target, if you can call it a shot, is enough to see him tie in this game. Admittedly, we didn't score our goal ourselves, but 1.04. The fact it's an own goal, we've created so many chances, we're not putting them away. Just a subtle tweak then at half-time, we're just going to go positive. Everyone's actually okay fitness-wise. Raheem Harper's not having a good game. Tom Carroll or Lee Evans would likely be the change if he continues to be poor. Set piece, something we're normally good at. Cresswell's there, it's 2-1. Come on, Charlie Cresswell, second goal of the season. Maybe he could be our centre-half that gets 10 goals this year. Very easily doable, I think, on this year's game. Penny then near post. Cresswell just peels off him. Flicks in. We've hit the hour mark then. Harper has played better and Fraser's more tired, so we're going to bring on Tom Carroll. Just play him as an advanced playmaker. Bond's also tired, so I think we'll get on Wes Burns. Naturally a winger, really good physicals. Not really great anywhere else. Off the ball teamwork and work rate's for good though, and that's what we want in our pressing forward, so more than happy to stick him up there for the time being. Why is Tom Carroll nervous? He played in the Premier League. Penny now, another set piece. Would kill the game off. It's a penalty. Oh, who do we want to take it? Probably Piggott. 16 finishing, 13 penalty. I think we're just going to leave Piggott on it. He hasn't scored yet in the league as well. Probably does confidence some good while Louis Barry's out injured. We actually had 2 penalties for last season and missed both of them. Piggott now, the keeper goes the right way, but he buries it. That was a bit scary. 3-1, that should be game. Cormac now late in the game. If they get a goal here, it's going to be a scary last 10 minutes or so. Jack Vale at the back post, another set piece. Set piece manager strikes again. Terrible from whoever's at the back post for us. 2.73 XG now to their 0.6, and they've scored. Cresswell is on his arse. I'm going to get Donacien on in there. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind that too much. He'll do for now. So we've got a chance for 5 minutes at a time. I'd rather this game just fizzled out, but Vincent Young into Harper. If we get a fourth, it kills it. I just hope we don't give it away and see Wimbledon come forward one last time. Pigott into Burns. Just run the channel. Finds Harper. Back to him. Some nice little triangles between them three. Carroll from range on his right foot puts it wide. 3-2 then. We do see it out in the end. 3.11 XG. Really good performance from us. Survived the late scare as well. Always good. Especially as we play such a forward attacking system. Penny of an 8.5. Feel like he's going to get man of the match so often this year. He's probably going to end up with a silly amount of assists too. Then 5 straight league games in a row, all won. Only won really comfortably. 1-0, 1-0, 2-1, 3-2 just then. Riding our luck a bit, but I think the first 10 games of the season are always a good bedding-in stage. Normally after 10 games you start to see the tactic really gel with the players. So the fact that we've won all 5 at the start, haven't been too scared despite the scorelines. It's a good start from us for sure. Before we end then, I'm hoping there's going to be some transfer news before the next game to bring you. That will be the end of our sort of transfer business in this August. So here we are then, deadline day. We're not taking part. This is our only bit of business we're going to do on deadline day. 105k away from the transfer budget now. I think it's like 100 up front, 80 over time. Malachi Fagan-Wilcott of Spurs, 19-year-old centre-half, is going to join us permanently. Toto Nsiala, who I wanted out, is actually going out on loan because that's the best we could do with him. I looked about for a long time for young centre-backs. They had to be under 20. There's a couple of them. Nobody really took my fancy until I saw that this was a loan option that actually we could go and buy. We had a fair amount of funds left. At 19 years old, a centre-back with 17 acceleration, 17 pace is incredible. Really good jump and reach. It's going to just replace Toto Nsiala on the bench, but good crossing, good dribbling. We could even train him to play fullback. Already got good first touch, okay passing. I think we'll probably train him as a ball playing defender. Hopefully in time he'll develop and he could then take Charlie Cresswell's spot as he's only on loan. Mentally not great. Really low aggression, which isn't ideal. A few gaps here. He's not going to feature too much. Probably playing the Papa John's Trophy here and there. We'll get some minutes in him, but if he does develop and he's got good potential too, the reports say he could be a good championship standard. If we can get him to that once we're there, I think it's a really good buy, especially as Toto Nsiala is out on loan. They're paying a lot of his wages, and then hopefully that'll mean we can sell him on in the summer. So there we are, then that is going to wrap up today's episode. As always, if you're enjoying the series, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Originally I was going to come back for Lincoln and Sheffield Wednesday before the Arsenal game happened, but the way this season started, I hope we're going to be really good in the league. So I'm going to try and get through this season as quickly as possible so that we can get into the Championship where things are a bit more competitive. So I think next time out we'll bring you Portsmouth and Fleetwood, get through a big chunk of games, show you all the goals that happen, get through quite a bit of the Papa John's Trophy as well, which I'm not that interested in. Thanks for watching. See you next time.